So, pardon all the steam with this browning up some ground beef. Trying to get some good color on that. Remember, color is flavor. I'm gonna get this in nice small pieces. Break this up. I tried to let the ground beef sit for a while before I started breaking it up so that I could get that really good color. And I am not afraid of the oil that is in the bottom of this pan. I'm gonna leave it. Oil is a good conductor of flavor, and I want to add plenty of flavor and have a nice flavorful soup. So I was gonna make a chili relleno casserole and kind of take the ground beef in this mixture that I was gonna make, and I was going to stuff it and then make like a cheesy sauce. I'm just adding some onion powder right now. I do not measure, I measure with my heart. And the next thing that is gonna go in is gonna be garlic powder. I do like to keep my seasonings pretty basic, simple. I try to use high quality ingredients so that I don't have to use a whole bunch of stuff. I try and avoid. I do love like Saison and like the complete seasonings and stuff like that. I do really enjoy that. But I don't have it. If I did, I would add some, and I would adjust the salt that I'm gonna add in, which is what I'm gonna add in next. So I know that the Redmond salt came out that it's got, something in it, but I got almost a quarter of a bag left, so I'm gonna use that up. Now I'm starting, pretty salty, but I may not, need to add salt later on in this thing, and that was a hefty amount of salt, so. I'm also going to add potatoes to this. It's kind of like going to be a mix between a soup and a chowder. And it's going to give me a chance where I'm going to be able to use up a lot of my I'm just adding that in. It's fat. It looks disgusting. It's bacon grease. But I had some chicken broth that was congealed in there, and because of the heat of the kitchen, it melted basically. Oh crap. So I shredded an onion, a zucchini, and a carrot, and because of that I destroyed a bunch of cell walls on the plant. There is going to help it melt into the soup to where it's just going to add nice thickness and a lot of good flavor, but it's going to help it break down more quickly, so I don't have to cook the soup nearly as long as I would in order to get the same results where the vegetables just kind of meld into the soup. It's also, you don't want to trick people, but to get some sneaky veggies in. I really like that, especially with something like meatloaf, whenever it's like notoriously dry, to shred, but just be careful, be warned that whenever you shred the onion, if you choose to do that, you will cry. Okay, that's gonna break a lot of those cell walls and cause a lot of that sulfur compound to be released, which is what makes you cry. Now, normally I would have this on like medium high on my stove, but that would produce way too much steam, so you wouldn't be able to see. That's how I got the beef with that nice color on it. And so I would have this up a little bit higher, and I need to pop the lid on in order to allow this to steam up. And in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to chop some garlic, and I'm also going to chop some potatoes. So I'm going to get that all in there and cover this up, and I'll be right back. Alrighty, and so I have been chopping up my potatoes and my garlic, and I've got a lot of liquid that has released from all of those veggies, and they look nice and wilted. Again, I had 1 medium zucchini, 1 medium carrot, 1 on the smaller side of onion, and then I have potatoes. These are baby golden Yukon Golds. And like 2 cloves of garlic. I already have all the garlic powder. I just like different forms of garlic. I like it in pretty much all its forms. So add those. I'm going to let that get coated in that delicious fat. And juice. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, now I need to add enough moisture in order to cook the potatoes. So I'm gonna increase the heat, because what I'm gonna do in just a second is I am going to add in my chicken broth, my bone broth. And I know that adding this cold, look at this jiggle. Okay, that is gelatin, baby. That is so good for the skin, for the nails, for the hair. Hey, who needs a collagen supplement whenever you can eat it? And since I know that this is just coming out of the refrigerator and it is cold, it is going to cool down my pot, and so that's why I bumped up the temperature so it will come up to a boil more quickly. Okay, I think that that is enough liquid for right now. I can always add a little bit more. I'm gonna pop the lid back on to get that back up to a boil. Put away my stock. And then what I'm gonna do is, in the meantime, this right here, I have been letting some poblanos steam, and I collected all the juice, yum yum, and I am going to just peel these and de-seed these, okay, and chop them up relatively fine, and then I'm gonna put them in the soup pot. So I will be right back once that's all done. Alright, so this has been up to a boil for about 7 minutes. I am going to drop in a bay leaf, okay, and then I am going to pour in the liquid from my roasted poblanos, and then I'm going to just kind of put all of the peppers in the pot. Okay, and they're just all gonna go in. And then I'm going to let it come back up to a boil. And then that's going to be it. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to bring it back up to a boil. We'll take a look at it and season it up. Let's see what needs to be added to this nice hearty meal. Looking forward to it. All right. Alrighty, and that is it. I've got a beautiful bubbling soup. I did add a little bit of cream to it because I like that in a chowder. And I did add some more broth. And if you're like, what are those white floating chunks? That is cream cheese because I had some, so I used it. I like the flavor that it adds to it. It's good. I don't mind getting a little pocket. I just put the cream cheese in like whole. If I was being really persnickety, I would have taken a ladle of this in another bowl and whisked it together so that it would have broken up all of the clumps. I am too lazy for that. It is a weeknight. I am eating this for myself. It is not for company. It is just fine the way that it is. Before I eat it, I will fish out this, but because I like the flavor that the bay leaf adds, I'm going to keep it in there. And then this is a delicious and hearty soup. Okay, really easy. Really good. Now, I'm not going to try it. I'm not going to eat it because my eating window closed at 2 o'clock. It is currently 6:45. So I'm going to cool this so that it can safely store in the refrigerator for the evening. And I don't know about you, but I like my soups the second day. I think they just taste better. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good night.